I always say, in a week, most of the time, there's always a breakout day. It's going to happen. Okay, guys, welcome everyone. Today is on Wednesday, November the 7th, 2 weeks for Christmas. Very nice. I love Christmas time. And we need a Christmas tree. So technically, uh, here we are. It's the same scenario, no change at all. The market is being in a range, but in a bullish range, in my opinion. So no change at all. Like we have been saying all over the last week, the US dollar is bearish for at least another round of selling. Right here on the screen, you guys are seeing 4 indicators of risk. We have the purple one, which is the Dow Jones. We have the green one, which is the S&P. We have the yellow one, the red one, which is copper. And we have the euro dollar. Very lagging, very weak, but corrective. So all these 3 indicators of risk, they did a 5-way move, which means that after a correction, they're going to go higher. Now, the euro, you guys know, we got 3 ways here, correction and higher. So we should end the seminar right now, to be honest with you guys. I mean, technically speaking, that's what it is. I mean, bullish risk. You got to be bullish risk. Every 3 ways back in the dollar should be, should be sold. And I do believe technically that the market is an easy market. I believe that the dollar is going to get weak, and these 3 indices, after a correction, they're going to trade higher. Now, let's put the dollar on right there. But I always, as you guys know, I always try to use the correlation of the market to indicate the path. The path is very easy in favor of the dollar, of the risk trade. So let's move on pretty fast to the 1 hour on the dollar chart. This is what we have. I've been telling everyone on the feed this morning that as follow. I've been telling everyone that the dollar did, right here, the dollar didn't make a new low. The dollar hold the low when the euro make a new low. Now, I've been telling everyone that from here to here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing. There is no correction that comes in 5 swing. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last night we were right here, and we say that you got to trace a trend line here. If we break below the trend line, then you're going to be in the stage when you have A, B. And then I want you guys to see how this low right here is related to this 5 swing in right here in the 618. So which way the market can go from here? Very easy. I love that. I love to say that path. Very easy. This is being very deep, so I'm suspecting that the market is still within the B wave or wave 2. I put the wave 2 alternative just in case. When it did a B wave flat, and then the market is going to trade higher, it's going to probably trade lower tonight to around 78.15, which is around 134.95 in the euro dollar possible. And then from there, the market should enter a 5-way swing higher, that my guess is that it's going to go to 79.20. That's going to be the 76.4 of the previous decline here, and most likely, I'm sorry, that at the 79.20 area, when there comes the equal legs of the 76.4 is the 123.6. Very easy, to be honest with you guys. Very, very easy. I mean, that's why I still believe that 133 is going to be tested in the euro, even lower, even 132.80 area can be tested without any type of I mean, there is 5 swings. There is no correction that comes with 5 swings. No way that you can label that other than that 5 swings. And then this leg right here is a three-way legs corrective to the 618 of the 5. The way that this is an experting that path, an experting lower and then higher. Any question about the dollar, guys? An alternative if that the correction ended here, like we have it before. The correction, this B comes right here, and then we go higher, and then we go higher here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an alternative, and that's gonna take you instead of 79.02 to 79.27, because that's when the equal legs come right here. You see, at the 79.29 area that we've been talking on the overview since yesterday. But I see that as possible. I mean, this is a 5-way swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way swing. I put 1 and 2, even though the rest of the pairs, and that's why the market correlation is so important, guys. Because if you take a look only at the dollar index, you can be bullish. Yeah, you are bullish right now. I am. But you can say, okay, the correction is over, and we're going higher. That's only taking a look at the dollar index. But then you got the Cooper, the S&P, the euro dollar, everything pointing out to a different or more weakness within the dollar. So any question that you have about the dollar? Any question that you guys have right there? I think that the market, I mean, the market is very easy. The market is calling a range market that, yeah, those 5 ways that is an impulse. Yes. Those 5 words are an impulse. But as you know, in an ABC, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 backs, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are around here or here, either here or here. That's where we are. So we need, believe me, until the dollar doesn't get to 79 minimum, correction is not over. I don't care what stroke to anybody get. Yeah. So let's move on now to, I mean, some individual pairs. Like I say, I mean, the market is very easy. The market is very easy. I mean, nothing that you can say that buy any string on the dollar, nothing that you can say that other than sell it until the market prove you wrong. Look, this is copper. I mean, technically we have an ABC from the high that's going to be all, who knows? maybe it's going to get back here and another leg to 2034. But this is a bullish copper. Bullish copper means bullish risk. Bullish risk means higher S&P. Higher S&P means higher euro dollar. Higher euro dollar means lower US dollar. There you go. I mean, very easy. I mean, so you got a three-way in copper, followed by three, and then you got one leg. You need a B and a C. So buy the risk trade. Don't think about anything else. Buy the risk trade. The rest, I mean, doesn't work. Now, let's move on to some individual pairs. Because I know you guys want to ask about euro and everything. 1 second. What's wrong here? My bad. Right there. 1 second. The euro dollar can go as high as 34.95. But because of the 5 swings, you see that we were out like 100 peaks yesterday on the trade, and we go stop out with a minimum profit. I don't worry about it because I know Elliott Waves, and I understand that 5 swing on the dollar, they're calling for dollar strength. People don't want to see it because they don't use market correlation. 1 second. We're going to start with the euro dollar. What's wrong here? I hate when this happens. Give me 1 second, guys. I hate when Isino does this. Should be fine now. Because we use, for the new guys, the thing is that we use 2 Isinos. The forward charge and the regular Isino. That's why sometimes when they switch, these things happen. There you go. Now it should be okay. There you go. Okay, let's start with the euro dollar, and then you guys can be asked. The euro dollar. We present 2 scenarios this morning to the service. The first one, it was this one. Let me see. Okay, this is the first one that we presented this morning. We got the 3 from the lows. I mean, hey, 84. A 3 to here, and then from there you have A, B, Z, W, possible S, and then A, B, C. That's one of the scenarios. Now, how you know which one is correct? You got to play with the Fibos a little bit. That high right there is about the 50% retracement. That also is kind of, I mean, this V-way is kind of small when it compares to this cycle that ends here. Look, this cycle here is the 5 swings on the dollar. In other words, when the dollar makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is from here to here. Because the euro makes a new high, that makes the case that I call this the same cycle of the 5 ways on the dollar. Now, if this is too small, what it did last night was A, B, C, W, then we got the same scenario. We got 3 here, and then the euro can be in this case. This can be the case on the euro. We got this is a 5-way swing. So technically this is either like this. A flat B, and because this was a 3-way move, then the euro is going to do this, and it's going to trade higher to equal legs. That I guarantee you, the equal is going to trade to 134.72. That is the 618 of this move area. And then from there, it's going to make 3 more waves down. That's going to take more time, but also is part of, that's what the US dollar is calling. The US dollar index is calling for that move. Or it can be a flat, 3 down, 3 high, and a very sharp move to the downside. Either way, it's bullish. That's what it matters. It is bullish. Lewis show a nice count, which comes like this. When you have A, and then you have A, B, C, D, and then from here, it's going to trust lower. Bullish. So no matter what it is, which one of the scenarios on the euro dollar is bullish. Now, remember something and don't forget about it. You're playing with the market correlation. Structures do not need to be the same, but swings needs to be the same. In other words, the dollar index is calling for a round or a swing or a strength. That means that this is not the low in the euro. I can be wrong, but I can tell you that 99% that this is not the low in the euro. Most likely, this is not the low in the euro. At least it's going to test again 133.40, 50 area, because you're expecting a strength in the dollar. That's very easy. Very easy. And then this recovery is in 3 ways. This is a 5 move right here. So don't get surprised if this is a 3, you get this move. Otherwise, it's like this, like it was presented here. When you have A, B, C, W, S, A B now here, and a C lower. But it has to be one of those two or the Lewis count, which is the triangle in the middle. So anyway, it's bullish euro, bullish. I guarantee you that this high goes first that this low with a 99% insurance right there. This is corrective. So that's for the euro. Cable. The cable can trick you out and say, okay, cable is down. I don't think so. Cable bounced pretty hard this morning from the 618 of the whole move, which means for me that the market is looking the same way I do. Now, what cable can be doing is a flat. Remember, you are expecting a round of strength in the dollar. And that's when we do those days, what we do, first things we do is the dollar index. That's the first things we are there. And then we take the direction of the dollar and we go from there and do the rest of the pairs. Cable can be in the flat and then lower right here. When you have A, B, C, A, B, C, let me put the right label in there. And then you have, this is going to be B, and from there, you can drop either in 5 or you can drop either in 3. But still, cable can get to 155, believe it or not. I mean, I don't think it's done. I think that this is a flat B way that is making, because I'm expecting a strength in the dollar due to the 5. The clear structure in the market today is the 5 swing on the dollar. That's the structure that you should follow. And the rest, you adjust everything to the 5 swing on the dollar. This is telling you it's an screaming thing that say dollar strength is going to happen later on today, most likely. What do you mean leading diagonal A? What do you mean in cable? Exactly. Another option, yeah, but it looks like it's going to make 5 here. That's what I'm going with. This is a good observation by Divi. That another way is call this like a type of leading diagonal, because you got 5 swing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But because I can see this is impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most likely, I would say that most likely is a flat. Now, for those who love to fade the 5, which is not a bad trade, I start to loving it. Selling the next high against 57.79 is not a bad trade at all. I mean, technically, and then from here, you can get, risking 40 picks, you can get a move to 155 right there in cable easily. Easily right there. Now, let's move on to the metals. Let's go with Aussie. Aussie, again, looks to be in a bullish triangle. A, B, C, D. And guess what you're missing? A round of strength in the dollar. It's very easy, guys. I mean, today the market is very easy. This week, since last week, I believe, David or James heard me, am I correct? Since the market turned in the dollar on the 25th of November, our count, they've been right, I would say almost 95% of the time. No, Zach. I mean, I think that the E-way is going to trade lower because you are expecting it. It's going to trade to 101, 105, 101.85 most likely because you're expecting a strength in the dollar overall. So you got to adjust the count. It can be a bearish B-way triangle also. That's a good point, like this. and then you got A, and then you got A, B, C, D, and trust lower to around 1 something. That's another scenario there. But at the end, bullish to 175 and even 100. But at the end, bullish. That's not a great short. That's a gift. Selling out there. I mean, selling out there at these levels against, you can sell against 70. No. What's the high here? 98 should make it. I mean, if you want to open a little bit, 103.23, and you can get 300 picks easily to the downside if it's a B-way triangle there. Now, let's keep moving. I mean, even Norwegian. Look at the Norwegian crown. What you have in Norwegian? You have a three-way here, A, B, C. It looks like Norwegian is leading the dollar. And look at this, Isaac. Very, very, very in your face. Like I say, 3, and then you have 3 and 3 here. I'm sorry, you got A, a flat B, and 3 down, right? In a B way right here, and then you are in a flat. You have A, B, C, A, B, C, V, and then you have already wave 1 of 2, or wave 1 of C into a flat, which is bullish. What is calling? Dollar strength and the market near you very soon to around here and then lower. Any question about the dollar bit bearish? You guys can see it in the Norwegian crown. This is nothing to be with the bullish dollar right here. Nothing. This is have nothing to do with the bullish dollar. Nothing. Zero. So either 583, a great short in the Norwegian also. New Zealand, let me see what he's doing today. It looks like another triangle. I don't know if it's a triangle in the New Zealand case. And start thinking at it and call this a three-way instead. But sideways consolidation, first move out of the high is a clear 3. So no matter what it is, bullish also. Now, let's go to the euro pound. The euro pound have 2 ways to go here. Very interesting. I prefer the scenario when the euro pound is in this way. A, B, C. This is A, higher degree. And we are in some degrees into the B way in the euro pound. In other words, we are here. It did a flat like this. This is my preferred count within the euro pound. You got W, 3 ways here, W, S, Y. This is A, and then you have A, B. You got this, let me see, this is W. Then you got here S. You got 3, 3, and 3 into the flat. Now, this scenario even can allow you a little deeper here, but higher. Why? Because if you have a euro, I mean, what is in the daily on the weekly basis? What is the pair or the chart that has most similar structure to the euro dollar? Believe it or not, the euro pound is very similar to the euro dollar on the weekly chart. If I'm expecting a bullish euro, I have to believe that the euro pound is bullish to 97. Now, DB makes another point this morning in another count, which is the triangle here. Maybe, who knows, we have 3, a triangle B. This is very sharp to the downside. So in some degrees, you have to give in consolidation the idea that you can have a bullish triangle here, a bearish triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I don't like is the trend line, but do not matter. It looks like a trust for the triangle, but I don't see this pair going trust too much with a bullish euro. I mean, so it's either one or the other, in my opinion. Okay, what else? The Singapore dollar also is showing a nice structure. You got A, that ended here. This is A, and then you got 1, 2. It's going to go higher in 3-way. This is a 3-way move here. Look, high is the high. So technically, let me change the labeling. That's W, so you guys do not get confused. That's W. We're going now S, and then we should trade higher to 130 area, 129 before lower. Okay, let's see the CAD. This is what I prefer in the CAD. I prefer in the CAD this swing, no matter how you're laboring, corrective of impulse, this swings ends right here. Most likely. What do we have from there? A flat B when you have 1, 2, 3. I mean, I like it with one more low or end here. Do not matter. If it ended here, ended here. And then from there, what I like is a rally in the dollar against the CAD before turning lower in a flat B wave from here. That's what I like there in the dollar CAD. Look, the low is right here. There's almost no divergency. And look, lower low compares to this higher here. This looks like a 3-way and higher. So you see how this low went below this one? That's typical of a flat. So I like it higher, to be honest with you, on the dollar CAD. So the path is very clear. Dollar's trend with a 95% insurance, I would say, I don't want to say 100. With a 95% insurance between today and tomorrow, we should see some dollar strength. I don't think that the euro is ready or the risk trade is ready yet to rally, but don't get me wrong, it will rally. And then from there, like I say, don't run before you work. Don't get into the weekly and the daily scenarios. Think about it. You have a Christmas gift, which is a rally in risk that is going to happen sooner or later. So, like I said yesterday on the video, I believe, or was to the V, sometimes people get complicated. And trader, like we always say, first things you need to be is practical. To get to number 4, there are different avenues. You can get to 4 adding 2 plus 2, 3 times 1, or 1 times 3. All give you the same number, 4, right? Now, 4 in the euro case is 137 minimum. If it's doing a double zigzag, work on. If it's doing a triangle, work on. If it's doing a triangle B-way, work on. At the end, it's going to get to 137. That's all you need to care about it. So we've been saying since last week, buy any strength in the dollar, sell it. Buy any weakness on the euro. And you're going to see how you're going to get to 137. Guys, cannot be as clear as it gets. You have a defined, you know what, the euro is the best trade? Because it's the shortest risk. Out of the all pairs against the dollar, the euro is the weaker. The risk in the euro right now is 200 pips. The risk in the CAD is 400, for example. So you got to buy the euro. The risk in cable is, as of right now, 300 and something. Same with the Singapore, with Norwegian, everyone. The euro is the weaker. But because being the weaker, being also a retail trader, is the easiest one, is the one that you should be buying. Forget about what people say. It's going to rally. It's going to rally. There is no bearish count in the euro. Zero. It's going to rally. So that's my advice. That's what I see for the rest of the week. I know there are some news coming to the market pretty soon. And you know, you guys know the idea that I have about the news. I don't care about the news. Whatever the news is, it's going to be a good news. The market's going to rally. That's my message right there. I mean, nobody can say the dollar CAD, I'm sorry, on the S&P, I mean, as of right now, what you have from the top, you have three ways from the top, not even to the 23.6%. So what the S&P can be doing, it can be doing either A, B, Z, possible. This is W, and then if it goes deeper here, you know that you need 1, 2, 3 more down to the downside. That's possible right there. Another scenario, I have to go small to it. Let me see the RSI. This is a 5 coming in. And this is another 5. So this is an ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the divergence on the RSI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically, you have an ABC. This is W. Or the complete correction. So far, the recovery here is in 3 ways to the outside. So it looks like a deep 5 swing from here. Maybe it's going to go here and start something like this to complete a double zigzag. Let me see. This should be a 618 there. You see? So maybe the S&P is going to rally to equal legs from here. Big way kind of small right there to around 123, 1236. I like it to 1225 area. Let's see if it gets there. But also calling for, I mean, as it is right now, is calling for weakness in the S&P into a big way, but you have a perfect 3-way move coming out of the high. A perfect 3-way move coming out of the high, or a nest to a deeper move. But again, 5 ways make the S&P bullish. Any question, guys, about any pairs? I believe that we have covered almost every pair right there. It's very easy. I mean, I don't want to get into too much repetition. That's why you guys don't see me touching the 4 hours that weekly, because at the end of the day, we've been right and calling the move all day, all week, and then check out the last night video. Is exactly what's taking place. Any question, guys, about any pair? Any question? If the euro can go higher, yeah, the euro can go higher. Why not? Yeah. I mean, the euro can go into 144 easily. That I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at this stage, guys. It's been very weak. Look all you have out of 5 ways in the S&P. All you have out of 5 ways in the S&P. So that's why you have to be very happy with the idea of the euro rally to 137 and you're getting it from here. You should have a nice Merry Christmas there. Nice Christmas. Because, I don't know, I don't see it going up about 142. I don't see it. It's been very weak. Think about it. That DB, how many points do the S&P rally last week? About 100, right? Yeah, 110 points. And the euro, exactly. I mean, 110 points on the cash, 118 on the future. That means that the euro should be minimum 138, 139, even 140. So the euro is bearish. Don't get me wrong. I don't see it happening. This is the count that I'm favoring. This is the count that I'm favoring, Raphael. This is the count that I'm favoring on the daily, as you guys know. Going here and then more Winnex and see what happens. But I want to make clear about one thing. You got to take day by day, guys, without thinking about, I don't even want to say the name anymore. Look, this is the daily, the weekly. This E can be here easily, can be there. This is a 3-way move. James been telling me something, and maybe he's completely right. Maybe we're never gonna get this powerful move this time around, because they know that this is a crisis. And maybe, remember, this is a 3-way move. So the thrust for the triangle do not need to be a 5. Maybe you're going to get something like this, going lower, higher, lower. And technically, you thrust of the triangle in 3 ways because you enter as a 3-way. So it's nothing wrong there. And you don't, that's why I want to buy now, want to start selling it. When the market's telling me it's time to sell it, I want to start selling it. And that's why you see that we have kept, on the daily case, we have kept the scenario that is going to go to 137 and lower. And maybe that's the way it is. Nobody can forecast the future, what's going to happen within. That's the issue that I have. With it, that many months, the structure the market is going to get. Because technically, all you can say with an insurance is this. Exactly. Not even Nostradamus. All you can say is this. Out of the high of 160, you got a corrective structure. Right? And then out of the high, you have a three-way move and a sideways triangle consolidation. All you can say is this, that the euro is going to drop to most likely 114. That's all you can say in some degrees with an insurance. Outside of that, nobody can predict how it's going to be the structure. The thing also is that many people believe that this is a five-way swing. That's the issue, Louis Zonzo. Many believe that this is a five, and they are expecting a crash. And it's not a five. You agree with me, Louis, that this is not a five? So they can let, James has been telling me this, and I realize it because I haven't realized it. You know, James, what you say, that they're going to let him go, like mini crisis after mini crisis. But 5 mini crises are a crisis. And then there's going to be a day that the euro is at 114, and everyone say, man, the euro is at 114. And that's the way. But the S&P is a different animal. The S&P is a 5. So that's another animal. Any other question, guys? Any other question you guys have? I think the market is very easy. The market is very, very clear tonight. No matter what it is, I still see U.S. dollar strength before the weakness that we're expecting. I know Lewis is going to get to 133. I know Lewis is going to get there. He's frustrated these days, but he's going to get there. It should get even 32.98 in the most likely scenario. Remember, a print in the daily below 134.40 is going to be enough. Any question, guys? Ask me some questions. To the downside, Zach? Yeah, because there is a news about New Zealand, right? Any other question, guys? I think that everything is very clear. Oh, I see. I mean, everything is very clear for tonight. Most likely, most likely the dollar is going to get strength. Now, if it comes from here, it's a perfect ABC, W, S, ABC, lower, and then you have to go either to this equal legs at 33, 18, 17 area is very interesting. Very interesting here. Look, is the 618 of the first leg, and also is the equal leg from here. So that's a buy, and we're probably going to adjust the first entry to that level. I don't want to mix that move higher. That's a very interesting area. These two, they're going to be equal there, and that's going to be the 618 of the first leg there. That's a good buy area against 132.10. Remember, 132.10 is going to go before, I'm sorry, don't say that, Eric. 135.48 is going to go before 132.10. Any question, guys? Okay, guys, if there is no more question, I mean, it's been a very nice seminar. I mean, it's very easy. I don't want to say it to ginger the market, but I don't know. You guys agree with me, Louis, James, DV, everyone there. I mean, you have to sell the dollar after 3. Remember, the case of the euro is either like this, like it is presented there, or you have another alternative that is going to go this way, but at the end the same, or Lewis count. With the triangle, when you have A, and then you have, you have A, right? And then you have A, B, C, D, and lower. Exactly, eh? That's a good one for Luis. He needs to make some swings to make it harder. Don't you think? Your uncle Bernanke is going to do that tonight. But Elliott Wave is a beauty. Elliott Wave is amazing, guys. Elliott Wave is the only tool that's telling you here that this is bullish, that you need to buy. There is no indicators. Indicators, they're going to be high and low here. Exactly. I believe that the best trade is like this. If it gets to 34.90 area, 34.80, you need to sell the euro against the high. If it goes to 133, 133.20, you need to buy the euro against the low. The limit right here, 133.20. The limit to the upside, I would say 136.80, 137.10, 28 area. That's it. There's nothing else right there that we can say. Okay, guys, so let's finish the seminar. It's been an hour already. Clear? See you guys later during the day. Thank you, guys.